Several of them have desk jobs. My dad, he works predominantly out of a vehicle. So what happens is we spend so much time in flexion down here in our hip that our anterior hip compartments get real stiff, our psoas get stiff. When we get fatigued from sitting for 8 hours a day, some things happen upstream. We get some spinal defaults, spinal faults, where we get tired and we hunch over like this. We end up getting real stiff in our T-spine, which then translates into walking and standing, right? So even when I'm on my feet, I'm still hunched over like this, right? So what's that going to do, right? That's going to cause a lot of stress on my entire back because I'm going to have to do other things to try to compensate for that. In addition, my head is getting farther and farther forward, and what is it, for every 1 inch, it adds 10 pounds to your head weight. So there's a lot of things going on that can get quantified very quickly and very easily and translate into a lot of back pain. So first and foremost, let's get you on the couch stretch. So what we can do, I've got the couch right here. You can use a table. I've got a coffee table right here. I don't want to use that because I'll probably get yelled at. But you can use a chair. Basically anything you can get your foot onto, right? We can get our foot here. Boom. I'm going to drop that knee down to the floor. And if you can see what's happening here, whoop, from the side, bing, just like that. I'm here, my shoulders are stacked on top of my hips, I'm not hunched over, and I'm actively flexing my butt and then driving into that position, right? I'm looking for a big stretch right here in the front of that hip. Once we find it, we can kind of play with rotating in and out. We can tack into it, get off of it, back in there again, right? Hunt and peck, figure out what's stiff for you, spend some time on it, okay? If you've been sitting for a really long time, this is going to be super stiff. So what we can do is do 60 seconds on, switch legs, do another 60 seconds, and do 3 rounds each leg, okay? Or we can spend a good 2 to 3 minutes each side, and then we're done, right? So let's start with that, start opening up those hips. Then we're going to run over here and grab our handy-dandy foam roller. For those of you that don't have one of these, get a hold of me. We can do some stuff with like the arm of the couch, but realistically, if we're concerned, obviously we're online looking up videos on how to resolve these issues, then maybe we should spend a couple bucks and grab something. I saw these guys on sale over at Dunham's for about 20 bucks. So go out and grab one, grab some lacrosse balls while you're at it, maybe a rubber band or two. But let's get on this guy. We're going to try to open up that T-spine a little bit and get us a little more extension capacity at the top of our back, right? So what I want you to do is get about mid-back, right? We're going to put our head down first, arms up, and then we're just going to drop our hips to the floor on the back side, right? We can get down here, we can hold it. What you'll feel is kind of the muscles on both sides of your spine start to let go and release and relax. At that point, we can bring our hips back up off the floor, roll down a little bit. So we're going to start from mid-back, and we're going to work all the way up to the top, okay? We can sit here and be static with our stretch, right? Static meaning we're not moving, we're just holding it. Or we can be a little more dynamic. We can bring our hips up, drop them down again, get our hands here, add a little more load. We can get overhead, external rotation in the arms. Work that out. Once you get it, get your head up, move it down just a smidgen, maybe 1/8 of an inch, same thing. Boom, back down, all the way up to the top of our back, okay? And then we're going to go back to our couch. Whoop. You see this guy right here? See if we can simulate this for you. We're going to try to take that load out of our lower back. Okay? And for those of you that haven't really messed with your back a lot, you may get some adjustments. You may have gotten a few adjustments there on the roller. You may get a few more here. And if you see what I've done, I'm just basically putting my legs up on the couch, right? So what I'm trying to do is take the load out of my lower back. That way I can spend some time flattening everything out, getting my pelvis down. From here, let's get our arms out and just relax. If you are super stiff and you haven't done this for a while, you may just want to relax in this position, okay? You can hang out here for 25, 30 minutes, and you will feel some snap, crackling, and popping in your back. It'll slowly realign itself, okay? Some other things we can do, we can play with this position. Now that we've unloaded our back, we're not worried about injuring anything. We can grab that right knee, right? We can pull that right knee up. Spend a little time there in flexion, then get it back. Switch legs, same thing, okay? We're prepping ourselves here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to then move away from the couch, okay? And we're going to get into a little bit of low back mobilization and a little adjustment, okay? So play with this at your own discretion, right? So we'll get here. You yoga folks, you've probably seen this before. I think they do this in a lot of your C1s, okay? So we're here. I'm going to bring my leg nice and high, whoop, just like this, okay? I'm going to relax this arm here. It's going to come down to the side. We're going to pull our leg across our body, keeping our other leg whoop, pointed straight down, okay? This is going to give you a little bit of an adjustment in your lower back. We're going to extend across, pulling that knee, keeping our shoulder blades flat on the ground, and then I'm extending my leg. So if you can see this, whoop, my leg's fully extended. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the stretch, okay? Keeping your shoulder pinned down. When you're done, bring that knee back to the start position. Bing. Let it fall down. Then bring the next one up. Then we're going to go to the other side. Again, we're going to keep our shoulders pinned to the ground and just extend that leg. You're going to feel some adjustments here in your hips. You may feel a little popping. Don't be alarmed. It's a free adjustment. Enjoy. After we get all that worked out, we're feeling a little loosey-goosey. We can do a couple other things here. Whoop, whoop. Just trying to mobilize our low back and prep for that day. Just real quick, I don't want to get this video too long. I think we're running on 6 minutes plus already. Here, same thing. We can bring our leg up, bring it across, touch, bring it back down, bring it up, bring it across, touch. Just kind of work out a little mobilization. Then we can roll it over. We can put our head face down, okay? We're going to span our arms out same way. And I'm just going to come around the back and do the same thing, touching on the opposite side. Really just try to mobilize that lower back. Teach it to move again. The more you stretch, the more you can kind of extend and reach a little bit further. So there's a couple things to work on. Check it out. Hope your back feels better. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome back. We'll see you next time.